Welcome to Books, Tea and Therapy, the podcast where we spill the tea on books, life and everything in between. I'm Hannah.
And I'm Eloise, and as always, if you're watching or listening, you might hear dog sounds.
This
It's not
doggy,
us, it's Reggie.
When he gets bored of us. This is Reggie.
Yeah, he might pass out and snore. Although I thought I was going to hear it the whole of the last episode, and I don't think you could. And I think it's because its head was over there. Yeah.
Depends where he is. It's chapter 18.
It is chapter 18.
And the book we're reading is
Annie Bot.
Yes.
And it was by Sierra Greer.
Yes.
I kept wanting to call her Sienna. It's Sierra.
Sierra, yeah.
Think
of automatic super.
Yeah.
And
I think it's because it spelt like Sienna with the S-I at the beginning.
Yeah.
I think that's why
instead
I got
of a
so
C,
confused.
it's S. Yeah.
It was good though. It was like a little book, but actually the writing was really
small.
So it felt like a longer book.
Yeah. And
I think it probably would have been if they'd made the writing size what we normally read.
Yeah.
It took me, what did it take me? I think it took me about 2-ish.
Can't even remember what it took.
2 and a bit hours.
A day and a bit.
But I read it in like an evening. Which was good because I could kind of read the whole story from start to finish.
Yeah. I think those kind of books where there's so much going on, you need to try and read it in as little sittings as possible.
So that you can kind of remember all the key points that are happening. It's like watching a movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you don't want to watch part of a movie and then
go back to it.
Go back to it like a week later.
Things,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't think it's a very well known book. So I feel like we should do a little general like summary.
Okay, yeah.
So it's essentially the basis of the story is, I mean, I think we like touched on it at the end of the last chapter, didn't we? Is that it's like AI advanced technology as a standard, and they are robots, but they are people.
Yeah.
Right? But they are run by like AI and they aren't actual humans.
Did you clock how they make the skin?
It grows from embryos.
It didn't say aborted, but it was like unwanted embryos.
Yeah.
I was like, that was the only note I made. I was like, huh?
Yeah, it was a bit, but then that's probably how it would really come about now.
Yeah.
But do you know what it reminded me of? There's a film, and I was meant to research what it was called. It had Megan Fox in it. Reginald, please stop, because all we're going to hear is you sniffing. It had Megan Fox in it, and you know the guy from 365?
Yeah.
He was the main guy, and she was the robot woman.
Oh.
Have you seen it? Do you know which one I mean?
Bits on TikTok.
I wonder whether that was related to this book at all.
Maybe.
Whether it was based on or whether it came out the other way round.
Yeah.
I'd have to look at I didn't look into it. I forgot to look into it. But if you've seen that film, I don't know what it's called, guys. That is kind of the gist of it.
I've seen TikToks, but I'm sure I have.
Yes.
And I think there's another one as well.
I quite enjoyed the film.
Yeah.
It was so I'll find it and then you can watch it.
Yeah,
and
I will. I will.
But that's kind of the basis of it. That's like what the book is about.
Yeah, she's like a sex toy, basically.
Yeah, but they have different ones.
Yeah.
So she's called like a cuddle bunny.
And then they have Abigail, which is a clean.
It's one that just cleans.
Yeah.
And they have different kind of states of conscious awareness.
Yeah.
So like the cleaning one is very like simple. And then they can decide to, I can't remember what they called it, but they can do something.
Yeah, some weird word, because I remember I was like, is that even a word?
To make it so that they can start to develop and learn.
Yeah, they've got
like their own
brain.
consciousness.
Yeah.
And it was
really interesting.
Such a good read.
Yeah,
like,
I really enjoyed it.
I loved it. Like when Nev gave it to me, I was like, oh my gosh, this sounds like the film I watched. It'd be good to read it.
We spoke about it a little while ago, didn't we? You were like, we've got this, and I was like, oh, yeah. I've never read anything with like a robot.
And I think it was really good because actually it was like a story of a couple, but obviously it touched on like so many things. Like he thought that he was like a good person. Like he wasn't like an abusive person per se. Like he wasn't like hitting her and beating her.
No, but he was a mentally abusive person.
But it was amazing to see how he had to come to like a conscious realization of how he could be a better human.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. The whole time I was reading it, I just thought it's like a domestic abuse relationship.
It's very, but then it's like, how does that work if they're not real?
Yeah.
Do you know? So it really makes you think about all of that.
I feel like that might be idea of the story, maybe to make, because, how many women read, especially women that are sort of in their own houses, they've not got jobs.
Yeah.
Because maybe their partners are quite controlling.
Yeah.
I feel like if I read that and John, made me not work, and
You'd be reading that and thinking, wait a minute.
I'd be like, am I being abused?
Yeah.
100%.
So it was such a good one to like really think about so many points. And I also really liked how it showed how obviously she is like AI robot, but how she was navigating and learning and trying to make her own decisions and learning how to be like an adult.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which in a way translates to how the rest of us real people.
I'm not even an adult now and I'm 31.
But how you could see some of this stuff and think, yeah, I kind of get why she did that. Yeah, I kind of get that. Would be really confused, like, because it is like being a human is a really complex, weird thing. And I just thought it was done so well.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
really enjoyed it.
I do you know, I kept wanting to call him John, because I obviously spoke to not spelt your John's way, spelt with 4 letters, because I knew his name was a 4-letter one. And me and Nev literally had this conversation this week, because I said, oh, we've read the book and we're doing it on the pod, and he was like, oh yeah, what's the guy's name? I was like, wasn't it John? No, it wasn't John. What was it? It's Doug.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I just kept thinking of, is it The Hangover? Then we're gonna find our best friend.
Do you know what comes into my head when I think of Doug? That dog in Up.
Oh yes.
Yeah. That's what goes into my head.
Yeah. I just thought of The Hangover.
But it was really, really like, it was such a cool read.
It was so different to anything I've read.
So good. And do you know, I don't think I could have predicted the ending.
No,
I was
don't
really
think
surprised.
I'm glad she sort of was free.
So they have like tracking and they have like voice commands and stuff like that. So near the end of the book, he turned all that off because he'd realised.
I think he
matured
thought
and developed as a person,
honestly,
maybe,
I don't know.
And then decided, right, we're in a good place, because this is how I read it. Is that we're in a good place, like I want to make this be a real thing and us be equal and turn everything off. And then obviously she disappeared in the middle of the night and never went back.
See, I thought he might have been a bit cocky, like, well, you're not going to leave me. Like, I paid for you, I made
it's
you.
It's funny how we read it from like different perspectives.
Yeah, I couldn't make my mind up about it, because at points I was like, and then it was like when he locked her in the cupboard with her libido up to 10 for hours. I was like, even the first time he put her away, I was like, or grounded her. Yeah. I was like, okay.
So it was very much about that element of like control and power and where it sits. And he's like saying that she has the power, but she doesn't.
But also, do you know what really wound me up? Is he was so annoyed that she'd slept with his friend, bearing in mind she's a sex robot, and he said, give him whatever he needs, kind of thing.
It's like, how is she supposed to like toe
slept
that line?
with the other robot?
Yeah. And then he brought a random human woman home.
And how do we know when he went and disappeared he wasn't doing that?
Yeah.
Why is it okay? This is what I think, like, it's the whole, like, it's okay for a man but not a woman.
Yeah.
But
I think that's the whole point of the book.
Yeah.
And it was so well done that there's so many ways you could think about it.
Yeah.
And so many different points you could discuss and think, well, actually, is that meaning it this way? Is this what happened? Like, do you know what I mean? It was really interesting. It was really interesting, and it cracked me up, the whole thing. So they go in for like tune-ups, or like they get things cleared, make sure they're running properly, and stuff like that. And he was like constantly like asking for them to take weight off her but increase her boob size and all this stuff.
Kill all men.
And I was just like, really?
I know. I was just like,
come on.
And he's like, and when she said, oh, do you think I'm fat or something, he was like, yeah. And I was like,
but he designed her in the first place.
Yeah, you're probably a fat, wrinkly old man.
Did they describe what he looked like?
I can't remember.
I don't know if they did.
No.
I don't think they did.
And obviously that's her, she was made for him.
Yeah.
So regardless of how he looks, she's gonna think he's the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then when she met, what was his name?
What, his son?
Yeah.
Cody,
yeah. I wanted to say Cole.
No,
Cody,
yeah.
I was like, oh, I hope they end up together, and I imagine they probably do.
Because that's where she went at the end.
She ran to him, yeah.
So he was the son of Jacobson,
which is the tuner guy.
Who was basically like the guy who did all of her like appointments and tune-ups and stuff like that. But it was it was really interesting. I might rewatch that film actually with Megan Fox in it.
Did Jacobson die?
Yeah.
How did he die?
I don't know, because do you remember when she finally? So she
escaped
back? the first she escaped, went there. His ex-wife, was dying of cancer. Yeah. So Cody was like, what was Cody though? He was like an adult son, obviously. So she died, because at the end she goes back and she's like, "How's your mum?" And he was like, dead or buried or whatever he said, or sleeping or whatever. Buried.
Yeah.
And then she said, "How's your dad?" And he said like, "Same."
Yeah.
So he obviously died as well, but I don't know how he died.
Yeah,
But yeah, so it was good though.
I know, I really enjoyed it.
It was so nice to read something different. Yeah. Like, I'm so glad it was recommended, because it was so good to just read something so...
Yeah.
Because we always say this, don't we? Like, we don't want to read the same stuff.
No, we want to read different stuff.
But it was a good one, I think.
I wish I'd read it on my Kindle though, because I would have probably been able to read it quicker, because the font size would
have been... It was very
blind
small,
as a bat.
Small.
I was like...
It's got a real cutesy cover as well. It's a pink book. Yeah, it's so pretty.
I've got to bring it back, guys.
Sorry. That's all right. But I think it's a good one.
It's
like,
really
if you want
good.
One that's going to make you like think,
and, like, really open your eyes
about like emotions and how people treat each other and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Even if, like, you know, there's people that talk about domestic abuse and you just think of that being, well, I don't, but like most people think
like if you don't work in an industry where you have to be so aware of every type,
exactly, like he was so gaslighty, and I don't think, unless you've seen it or you sort of understand it, because you know that's not your fault, but some people don't. So reading that, you're like, I can see how that is abuse. Yeah. It was a really good way of showing it, and a really good way of thinking, like, because it made you question, didn't it? Like, was it? Wasn't it? Yeah. How does it work? Because she's not actually real. Yeah. So, you know, like, it was it was really, really good. Yeah, I really, really liked it. It was really good. I think if it didn't have any of the sexy bits in it, I would have made Mia read it. Yes. Because then I can be like, look, this isn't okay. Like, you're reading like, it's a really good one to read as like a late teen maybe onwards. When she's a bit older. Yeah, because she doesn't really read, but that was a good one. Yeah, it really gives you a perspective of like what's okay and what's actually towing a line and what definitely isn't okay. But it was, I really enjoyed it. So did I. Really good. It was, and like I said, it's not one I'd heard of before. It was given to me, so I've not even heard of the author. So no, so I'd be interested to see if which other stuff she's written. I couldn't quite figure out. There were bits of it that I was like, is this third person, or and it's just written really well, or is it a bit of both, or because there was a bit in it, and I was like. And it was like, Annie thinks, and I was like, oh, but then she's a robot, so maybe it's a bit mixed, so I don't know, but I didn't pick up on it to the end. Yeah. So if it is third person, then then Hannah has finally liked one. Yes. I don't know. Like I said, I don't like clock things like that, really. No. Do you know what I will say, though? I know, obviously, because she was a cuddle bunny, she was built for, like, affection and sex. The sex scenes really, I just... The whole thing where he was like, "Oh, are you warmed up?" I was just like, like that whole thing. I was like, I don't really want to read this bit. Do you know what? Also, it just put me off. Like, not because of the writing, but like the actual like, the ickiness. Yeah, of being like he's like asking. But I don't know. So when she warms up, what I was thinking is she's not human, obviously. So she's cooler than normal. So she's raising her temperature. How does she get? Is she wet? Well, I assume so. How does that work? I assume it's some sort of like, I don't know, it's AI. It's like magical reality stuff. Because I was like, make at one point. But it must be. No one mentioned lube, so. No, so but then me, Reg. If it's like obviously she's got all of like the human like skin and hair and all of this kind of stuff. She grows pubes. Exactly. Yeah, so everything obviously works. So it must be somehow interlinked that when her temperature rises, that is like a byproduct or something. I don't know.
you're asking someone that, I did take science at school, but not to that degree.
No, not AI science.
No.
He's like, where's your tea in there today, guys?
There's no tea. Would you like a cup of tea, Reginald? No, I get tea in a bit, babe. But yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It really made me think. And yeah, definitely if you have an older teenage, like 16, they know what all that stuff
it would be a good one.
It'd be a good one to read, to be like, you know, sometimes quite a lot these things happen. Men think they can treat, or women think they can treat people like that.
Like
women
it's more about a power play between between two adults. Is kind of the basis.
And you are equals, and this is not okay. So yeah, I think it's definitely a younger adult, older teen going out into the world on their own.
It would be a really beneficial read.
Yeah,
it was great. And I really liked her, Annie.
Annie liked her,
there was a bit of like naivety.
But she
was
growing up,
like, growing up and learning, and she was very sheltered.
Yes.
Very sheltered. Yeah. So I don't know, I just really like, just really felt for her, like a real soft spot.
And like, I felt sorry for Delta as well.
Yes, so Delta was the second one that he got as like a cleaning, kept her in that like lower mode, but actually he switched it on but didn't tell her. And ended up having like sex with her. It was really odd. It was just really bizarre. You know, one day this will all be like reality when we're long gone.
I know. Well, I hope really when we're long gone.
It will be. Although we had this conversation with Nev. Nev, you're getting so many mentions today, and I know you'll be listening, so thanks.
Hi Nev, I love you, and I've never met you, by the way.
Hannah's desperate to meet you.
I'm so desperate to meet you. Yeah.
I was saying about how Elon Musk has already made those iRobot robots. Did you see it come out on the news?
No,
it was a while ago, and all the picture was, I was like, nah, I've watched iRobot, you won't be catching me anywhere near them things.
No.
Like, they look so similar, and I was just thinking, no, absolutely not. Like, so someone will be already, these things will be being created.
They've got cars that drive themselves now.
Yeah,
so
I mean, I'm all for technology helping us, right? You know, I really still want one of those little Hoovers that does the job for me. Still trying to convince James.
They're really bad, apparently.
Okay, well, I really want one. So I'm working on it. I
mean, they're so good. Buy one.
He won't listen anyway.
No.
Like, so stuff like that. Yeah. Obviously, technology is great. You can control your phone heating lights, whatever, from your phone.
I mean, me and ChatGPT are best mates.
Yeah, so there is so many benefits to it, but I feel like this was highlighting how it goes.
It's terrifying.
Too far. And that's what I think that movie I was saying about at the beginning is showing. Because if they have a consciousness and they learn and they develop and they're kind of unkillable.
They're so much smarter than we are.
What are you expecting to happen?
The world is going to be taken over by robots.
Like, what are you expecting to happen? Like, you know what I mean? They have a constant way that our brain doesn't develop in.
Well, like in this book, Annie was learning how to code and do all stuff to other robots.
Yeah.
Like, how easy is it going to be if they make a robot for it to learn how to make other robots?
Yeah.
Literally take over
like
the world.
Done. Yeah. Like it, and that's the thing, isn't it? So it's all of these like crazy topics that pop into your head, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, please let me be dead and cremated.
Oh my god,
ashes dead in the wind. Yes. By the time that happens,
absolutely.
Guys.
I'll be in someone's necklace at the bottom of the ocean, like in Titanic.
Yeah.
I've already said to the girls, you can make me into a necklace, but please cremate me, because if I wake up in the ground...
Oh, no, yeah. See, that really gives me, like, really scares me.
It gives me the fear.
And I don't want to be, like, eaten by worms and stuff. I know I won't be aware of it, but I might.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, what if I just...
It just reminds me... And then I think, what if it's like I'm a celeb troll? I would panic.
See, that's the one thing. When I go onto I'm a Celebrity, manifesting,
I'll be sending this snippet in to make sure that they know this is your worst fit.
If they put me in a box, do you know what I always think? Because it starts next weekend.
Okay.
So when they're doing the trials, I always think, oh come on, it can't be that bad. But I imagine when you're in it,
I don't think I'd mind the whole being in a box, because you can physically see, right, the lid is here. Like, there is no, like, it's not under. There are certain trolls that I look at and I think absolutely not. Absolutely not.
No, it's the buried alive ones. You know, like sometimes they put them like under the ground.
See, that to me would be more scary. Yeah. Because then you're
that actually made my heart race.
Yeah. Okay,
I mean, my heart's not great. Anyway,
Hannah's been struggling with some heart issues this week, guys.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try not to stress her out.
Oh God, that made my heart just like racing. I was like, oh
yeah, don't. Let's not keel over.
No, I'm not. Okay, I'm a celeb. If you're watching and you know want me,
don't do that to Hannah. They won't let you on now because you've got heart issues.
It'll be fixed by then. It'll be fixed by then.
Did you want to rate the book?
I'd say like a 4.5.
I was gonna give it a 5 because I honestly I loved it. Yeah. Like it was just so good. Yeah. And it's funny because if you look at the other books we've rated 5-star, they're either they're like super emotional, like intense connection,
like The Last Letter.
Yeah. So but it's up there.
Yeah.
But it's just
really,
a
really
different,
good.
complete different category. Yeah. It was so good.
Yeah, definitely. I think I wanted to maybe have a chapter of. Is it Cody?
What, at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then that's the whole point, isn't
it?
It's meant to be a cliffhanger. It's meant to make you think and wonder.
Yeah.
And honestly, credit to the author because it was
so good.
So thought-provoking the whole way through. Oh, yeah. But enjoyable. Like an enjoyable thought-provoking. Do you know what I mean?
Who that is?
Sorry, Hannah's impatiently checking her watch because basically, if you're not watching this, guys, and you're just listening, we filmed this at my house. Mm-hmm. And I have people coming to replace the smoke alarms today. So my husband is going to get a phone call from them when they're on the way, and he's going to text Hannah.
Yeah. So
to say they're here. So if you see Hannah checking her watch like 300 times, that is why.
Yeah.
But we're pretty much at the end of the episode, so we've got to wait with them not appearing. Yeah. I would die if they rocked up and we're sat here with the ring light. Yeah.
So I was like, no, it's fine.
Hannah's like, yeah, it's fine. And I'm like, I have to live here. Like, I don't care if I never see these engineers ever again in my life. I would die of embarrassment. I'm like going to hide the ring light. I'm going to put everything away. Like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So what we should do, if there's nothing else to say, while we're on this little roll of good luck that they haven't arrived, I think we should wrap it up. And talk about what we're reading next. Because it will be Christmas season.
It's Christmas season. And
so we'll be doing loads of Christmassy books, content, extras.
Extra content for you in the month of December. Extra TikTok content as well. We haven't quite decided on it yet, but it's going to be different to the stuff that we normally do. It's going to be more
We'll work it out and you'll have just loads to listen to because I'm sure you love listening to our voices. If you've got this many chapters in, guys, then we appreciate you.
We appreciate you, If you made it through the first few chapters where the sound was shite.
Yes. But we're so proud, of just even getting this far for ourselves. So if you're listening this far and you're on this journey, it's so exciting.
18 chapters and a bonus chapter.
That's so good.
So good.
For two people who are so chronically disorganised and chaotic, I feel like we've really smashed this year.
So when was it? May, June, July? 6 months.
I know.
6 months.
That's longer than most people's relationships.
Oh God, and then they've got a new relationship 5 minutes after.
Exactly. So we won't be doing that to you guys. No. We will be here.
We're going to be here for the foreseeable, even if no one listens. We're doing this for us, not for you guys.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So we'll wrap it up. The next chapter is going to be How My Neighbour Stole Christmas. So we will.
That's by Megan Quinn, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I really like her. She's such a good author.
Yeah.
So we will see you there.
When it's Christmas.
We will.
Yeah.
Bye.